Bora ver quem que eu vou pegar aqui. Aí foi. Então é dois, né? Cada um tem. Pô, o time do lá nem pontuou, mano. Bora ver, né? Tá ao vivo, você tá com a minha voz. Oi. Ah, tá com a minha voz. Com a minha voz, perfeito. Foi isso que eu queria. Rodrigo sabe, Rodrigo. É.
Fala aí, né?
Aí.
Tem gente que mandou mensagem aqui falando bem assim: rapaz, parece que tu quer tirar teu coração fora. Tu acredita, mano?
Toda. Essa é a célula que tem lá na casa do meu líder. Eu vou fazer cada um. Vou fazer, eu quero ver se tu vai saber. Quando eu for bater foto assim. Vou fazer, eu vou ver se tu vai saber.
Não, não. Peraí, não. Deixa eu ver o nome. É, pode ser The Boys. Abreviação.
Essa girafa. Não quero mulher não. Uma disputa, né? Um discurso. Ou criar o Curry, esse time de lado aí tá assim. Comparado ao meu.
Here we go.
Tá vendo essa marca aí? Eu acho que eu tenho que finalizar aí.
Reloaded. Volteiiii. A real-time foul. Volteiiii. First personal foul. First team foul. Victor Wembanyama. Taking 2 shots.
Eu acho que eu consegui, ó. É doido, Victor, é sem noção, mano, esse cara. Brenner Stewart. Vou só com as mulheres, ó. Que isso?
Eu queria aumentar, sabia? Não dá não pra escanear. Não. Esse daqui fica melhor. Gostei. O que é isso aqui? Não, aqui não. Cadê aqui o short? Esse aqui tá melhor. Ah, não sei, acho que não fogo não. Que merda, hein? Pô, tinha um negócio pra deixar ele forte, pô. Isso aí. Será que é aqui, ó?
Hey, we got Hollywood in the building tonight.
Hello and welcome everyone to our 2K presentation of WCBL basketball. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. It's the High Flyers going against Team Ballers.
Nothing quite like a SoCal showdown, the freeway series between the High Flyers out of LA and Team Ballers based in Anaheim. I'm sure a lot of these players know each other already.
And early on here in the Club League circuit, we'll find out a lot about these teams by the end of the night.
We'll find out about the teams and also the players. I know there are a few new names on these rosters, and I want to see how guys like MP are going to hold their own out here in WCBL play. And the debuts here for MP. Nobody knows too much about him other than he's from Vermont. Interesting to see how he fits into this team.
Starting tonight for Team Ballers, Cody Etherington is at the point. Jaden Moore is going to be their slashing shooting guard. Then Berkey and Rodriguez are filling in at the forward slot with Pasco patrolling the paint. The starting five for the High Flyers. MP runs the show at the one. Devontae Mills is the two guard. Nathan O'Neill and Ben Gove are the forwards. And the man in the middle is Liam Callahan. And with MP, I know several teams were interested in having him join their club.
Well, there isn't much tape to work off of for MP. He's truly a question mark on this roster, but the coaching staff thinks he's raw, and they must have seen something to take the risk with him.
Well, you look at Jaden Moore, and it doesn't take long to see why he's on the 2K U250. Great instinct at attacking the basket.
And he's not the biggest guard by any means, but he is incredibly slippery when getting at the D. He's very hard to stay in front of, and he's a surprisingly consistent finisher around the rim.
Now Etherington. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two. Liam Callahan picks one up.
Responsible and reliable. That's Etherington to a T. Nice basket right there.
É doido.
And so he makes both at the line that time. Now MP. the front of the rim and out. And for many of these young men in club play, this is where they learn to solely focus on basketball as their sport.
Yeah, up until now, a lot of these guys played multiple sports. This is where they're starting to learn the nuance. And
we're through the first half of play here, and what's been a good one. The High Flyers lead this one up by 2. And more basketball to come after this short break. Welcome back to the second half of this West Coast Club battle between the High Flyers and Team Ballers. Team Ballers trailing. And something to note about MP, I heard he was training with Dion Benjamin to help prepare for this one.
And if you don't know about Dion Benjamin, he has a well-known open runner. A lot of talent has come out of that. You see MP working out with him, that's certainly a positive in the eyes of many scouts.
And they finally fought all the way back to even score. We've got a whole new ballgame on our hands.
And they've got all the momentum in the world right now after that comeback. So you've got to like their chances the rest of the way.
And it's Team Ballers. To the inside. More shots. Oh.
At this point, alarms are sounding because it seems like Jaden Moore is making a statement in this game. He's tough to contain. I mean, it looks like he's feeling good out there.
From deep, it's MP. Etherington comes down with the board. And here Team Ballers have it. Berkey from long range.
And that's a lot of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest guy out on the court.
From deep, it's MP. Again, MP missing. One thing that the players need to balance in club play is focusing more on winning versus stuffing their own stat sheet.
It's a chance to show your skills in this league. And of course you want to win the game, but win or lose, at the end of the day, scouts are factoring in your individual performance as well. So if you want to get noticed, you better be playing your best out there.
Gets the 3 to fall. Here's Etherington. Moore outside. Beyond the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Let's see Moore show he's got some fire. He's tired of being on the circuit.
MP with the rock. 7 points in this one. From 9 feet out. Goes back up. And Callahan puts it in.
You've got to be better on the glass. Second chance points can come back to haunt you.
Yeah, they need to show more effort when they're rebounding the rock because that's inexcusable.
Shot for Moore, no good. And Coach Troy of the High Flyers, he's a young coach, even by this club league standard.
True, as you said, Troy's one of the younger coaches, but it's clear that he knows the game and his drive is apparent. Plus, he's already got a great track record for developing talent.
Here's MP. Another miss by MP.
It's almost like he's trying to make things harder on himself. He's stuck in quicksand. Work around it to get an easier shot.
And the dunk by Pasco.
What a gutsy play. He muscles his way to the rebound and pounds home the putback.
The battle on the boards could go a long way towards deciding this one.
And if the play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
And a whistle blown against MP. That's his third foul so far. Team Ballers call timeout. The High Flyers trailing. What a game we've seen from Jaden Moore. You can see why he's so highly touted. And tonight, he's definitely lived up to that hype.
And if you look at the eye test between Moore and a guy like MP, Moore looks like he's on a different level. You can't ignore the ease at which he's getting his points.
For a lot of club players, this is their first time learning a role other than being the star of their team.
For many of these guys, they were the best that their school had to offer. But in this league, the skill level and competition here is much higher. And look, at the end of the day, not everyone is going to be the offensive star of their team, and that's so important for the development of these guys, to learn how to fill the role that's needed.
And the basket by Mahil.
Showing you the instinct he has as a passer.
MP outside. And the powerful one-hand slam.
You don't see him quit on plays. This is what I love about him.
The effort is there. The skill, terrific job inside.
And hitting the other team right in the gut, taking the wind out of them. Let's see how they respond.
Pass to Mahil. Moore. Sinks it from distance.
And when Moore's shooting while in rhythm, he's a major threat. Fantastic execution off the catch.
From deep, it's MP. They get it back. And that one's good. It's Mills. And as big as Javonte Mills' game is on the court, he is an absolute character off of it. This kid just oozes personality.
Yeah, and that can be a concern sometimes for these players, but Mills is naturally that magnetic. He's very much okay with being the center of attention, and you could even say he has a free spirit vibe about him.
Oh, he can't hit it. Now here's MP. He's covered closely. Tie it up. Another miss by MP.
Can switching baskets make that big of a difference? It's thrown him off, and he can't get anything to fall like that.
And that one goes out of bounds. Team Ballers to retain possession. Timeout called here as Team Ballers decide to talk it over. Here's Moore, and he nails that one right through the net.
That's textbook. Moore got to his spot, and he made the defense pay.
To the middle. Kicks it out to MP. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal.
Terrific find. Everyone loves playing with someone who can move the ball like that.
Shoots it up. Rejected by O'Neal. Their team shot is off.
He makes the courageous attempt to get inside, but the defense forms a wall, and he can't get past.
Shot from the top of the key. Off the rim and out.
That's a low percentage look, plain and simple.
I have no clue, no idea why he took that one. Coach can't be happy with him at this moment.
Etherington for three. Offensive rebound. Shot good by Pascal.
Resiliency will always pay dividends for offensive rebounders, guys.
Now the high flyers with it. Pass to O'Neal. Go. MP high post. Shot clock at 5. Another miss by MP. Team Ballers with the lead. Down low. Now Rodriguez.
Guys, he's playing big. We were watching it. Arnaldo Rodriguez taking flight.
The clock's their worst enemy right now.
They need to work very quickly.
From deep, it's MP. Tries again. And Callahan laying it in.
And looking steady in clutch times, Callahan just ignores all the noise in the room and goes right to work.
Here's Moore. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Certainly not afraid of the big moments. More coming through in the clutch.
On the wing, it's MP. Guarded by Moore. Outside, MP. Another miss by MP. And now they decide to intentionally foul.
Tem que jogar de novo. Não consegue tanto.
Basket here, and this game might be done.
Yeah, but the main priority has to be taking care of the ball.
Cara, o cara tem 39 pontos, mano. Meu Deus.
Here we go.
Ah, eu tenho que dar 2 tocos, pô. Tenho que dar 2 tocos, agora que eu vim ver, ó.
So Team Ballers win the opening possession.
Mas aí, 2 tocos é como, né?
And the debut here for MP. Nobody knows too much about him other than he's from Vermont. Interesting to see how he fits into this team.
Rodriguez with the 3.
Tight coverage from Dove, not letting the shooter just shake him off.
Starting tonight for Team Ballers, Cody Etherington is at the point. Jaden Moore is going to be their slashing shooting guard. Then Bertie and Rodriguez are filling in at the forward slot with Pasco patrolling the paint. The starting five for the High Flyers. MP runs the show at the 1. Devontae Mills is the 2 guard. Nathan O'Neill and Ben Gov are the forwards. And the man in the middle is Liam Callahan. And it's good. Fought through the contact. Hits the shot. First half now in the book. Team Ballers lead this one up 10. And we'll get you right back to the action on the other side of the break. Welcome back to the second half of this West Coast Club battle between the High Flyers and Team Ballers. And something to note about MP, I heard he was training with Dion Benjamin to help prepare for this one.
And if you don't know about Dion Benjamin, he has a well-known open run. A lot of talent has come out of there. And to see MP working out with them, it's certainly a positive in the eyes of many scouts.
Now MP. A 19-foot shot. Pasco pulls it in. And here's Bertie. Pass to Moore. The 3. And Callahan holds it down. Here's the High Flyers. Trailing by 10. A drive by MP. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. O'Neill comes with the double. Stolen by Mills. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's MP. The High Flyers with another miss. Inside.
What stellar defense by Gov. A big man who knows how to come up with the big blocks.
For a lot of club players, this is their first time learning a role other than being the star of their team.
For many of these guys, they were the best that their school had to offer. But in this league, the skill level and competition here is much higher. And look, at the end of the day, not everyone is going to be the offensive star of their team, and that's so important for the development of these guys, to learn how to fill the role that's needed.
Mills outside. Outside O'Neill. Good. And that assist goes to Mills.
Was O'Neill ready to fire there or what?
Team Ballers with the lead. Pass to Pasco. Here's Moore. 3-pointer. Again, the miss by Jaden Moore.
Perfectly executed defense. He made that a very difficult look.
From 19 feet away. It's MP missing.
And he cannot wait for this quarter to come to an end.
Seems like nothing is bouncing his way, no matter what he tries.
And Coach Troy of the High Flyers, he's a young coach, even by this club league standards.
True, as you said, Troy is one of the younger coaches, but it's clear that he knows the game, and his drive is apparent. Plus, he's already got a great track record for developing talent.
Now, here's Bertie. Pass to Moore. Lets it go from deep. Jaden Moore can't get that one to fall.
Most games he has no problem hitting from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Outside, MP. With just 5 to shoot. Again, MP missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things harder on himself. He's stuck in quicksand. Work around it and get an easier shot.
Pass to Etherington. Now Moore. Callahan with the stuff.
We have to be aware of Callahan all across the floor. He's got good length and he can cover lots of ground defensively.
Timeout called here as Team Ballers decide to talk it over. What a game we've seen from Jaden Moore. You can see why he's so highly touted. And tonight, he's definitely lived up to that hype.
And if you look at the eye test between Moore and a guy like MP, Moore looks like he's on a different...
The High Flyers trailing. MP outside. From 19 feet away. Long grabs the miss.
Can switching baskets make that big of a difference? It's throwing him off and he can't get anything to fall.
Rejected by Mills. And that one goes out of bounds. Team Ballers to retain possession. Running on the putback.
A guy like him cannot be left alone around the hoop. If you do, it'll be buffet style. All day long, plenty of seconds right there.
From up top. And it's MP missing.
Vamos aproveitar mais.
And here Team Ballers have it. 13 points was the biggest lead of the game. More shots. Falls.
Everyone knows the corner threes are a little bit easier, and a smart player like Moore understands that and takes them in.
Pass is done. MP on the left side. And the layup's good off the glass.
That's just a high-quality shot. Coach will always appreciate that.
Here's Summers. Dykstra. And here's more from the arc. Trains the triple.
Dropping a bomb from range. Moore saw an angle he liked and made it look easy.
Timeout called. The high flyers talk things over. So both teams making some changes here. Here's MP. Shoots from the high post. Good on the jump shot.
Creating space for the mid-range Jay. Nice approach offensively.
Outside Berti. Moore at the high post. Pasco. On the wing. Berti. Moore. Covered by MP. Net cash in from the high post. To the paint. Here's Callahan. And finished off by Callahan.
You don't get a more high percentage look than that for Callahan. A dominant force in close.
Outside, Moore. Pass to Berti. Shot from the wing. The high flyers grab the miss. MP outside. Puts up a three. Etherington comes down with the board.
Closing down on leads is done by making smart plays on offense and taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up those bonehead threes like that.
Nice vertical. Berti showed his power on the slam.
MP with the rock. Now guarded by Etherington. Yep, that one goes. And as big as Devontae Mills' game is on the court, he is an absolute character off of it. This kid just oozes personality.
Yeah, and that can be a concern sometimes for these players, but Mills is naturally that magnetic. He's very much okay with being the center of attention. Yeah, you could even say he has a free spirit vibe about him.
With 4 to shoot. Here's Moore. Here's Pasco. Lays it up and banks it in.
He's a menace on the glass. His offensive rebounding is going to cause problems for opponents for years to come.
To the middle, and it's stolen by Berti. Pass to Etherington. Back to Berti. 17-footer, and it's Team Ballers with another one.
Wingman finding a teammate. Good looks from Berti.
Eu dei toco, hein?
Here's the high flyer.
Eu dei toco.
11-point game. And here's MP on the outside. And they're in a good position to ride this one out.
They certainly are. If they just play smart here, this game's all but over.
Back to Etherington. Shot clock at 6. And the foul is called as he misses. He'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Responsible and reliable. That's Etherington to a T. Nice basket right there.
And he's good on the second.
That slight hiccup at the line there, but he did what he needed to finish this game off.
Pass is done. Hits the front of the rim and in. Here's Etherington. And they'll just let the clock run out here.
And you cannot argue with the W there.
And he gets it to go.
And this run was exactly what they needed to put the game away.
Yup. This is how to steal a win in style.
And it's MP missing. So we see Team Ballers taking the W here.
They really...
And it's team ballers to start out.
And the debut here for MP. Nobody knows too much about him other than he's from Vermont. Interesting to see how he fits into this game.
Now here's Bertie. 6 to shoot. Here's Moore. Connects on the 17-footer.
That's textbook. Moore got to his spot, and he made the defense pay.
Starting tonight for Team Ballers, Cody Etherington is at the point. Jaden Moore is going to be their slashing shooting guard. Then Berkey and Rodriguez are filling in at the forward spot with Castro patrolling the paint. The starting five.